Hey YouTube, how you doing? Kevin here coming at you with a video. I'm doing this by hand, so I'm sorry if it's a little shaky. I just want to say first, before I even start my video, I want to say Happy Veterans Day and thank you guys for all your service there and keeping our families safe. And may God bless each and every single one of you. And I just want to say thanks again for that. So, we call it there. Right now we're doing the mock-up on the Ke102 build for the expansion pipe, and I was doing some of the preparation work. I've been not slacking off. The weather's been kind of crazy, and I've been picking up at work. Now I'm in the house right now. I'm doing a putting the tree up, getting that all situated for Christmas and all that. So I figured I'd take a quick little break and share with you guys what I did. Okay, so you guys know I had like a bunch of Suzuki parts, and a lot of stuff on these bikes have a lot in common with Suzuki's. This is a muffler right here from a Suzuki DS 80, and the same on the DS 100 Suzuki, and it's a nice silencer. It looks like the Kawasaki end. The Kawasaki end has a little bit different shape, but I might even switch out the tip and put the Kawasaki one on. But this is the muffler right here. I cleaned it up. Right here you can see where it was welded up before. That's where the bracket was. And this is a slip-on muffler. There's going to be a bracket welded to here, going up to and back of where the marker light on the left side of the bike goes. And then I kept the Suzuki pipe tip, fit that in there. It's going to be welded up right there. We haven't got that far yet. And this literally just slides right into it. I'm going to put you down for a quick second. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. And you can see how it just slides into the pipe up to the bun that's welded on there, so it can't go back any further. And then that's going to be up there. So I had to, the bends on this thing were really sharp, and this is a really hard pipe to bend. So I'm going to show you guys what I did. I used length of pipe that was already bent from previous exhaust systems. There's like two different style exhaust systems, and you guys can find pipe at a scrap yard or whatever. Some of the pipe bending is really hard without crimping it, and I didn't want to crimp it. And as long as I keep the inside diameter the same throughout, I'm okay. So I used a larger diameter pipe, but the inserts are the actual size I needed. Okay, see what I did there? So the flow is the same throughout. And so I used 3 different slice pipes, and the way this is going to go is this end's going to go into the expansion chamber. It's going to come straight out, and there's a pipe right here on the bike. Right here is where the rear wheel is. It's going to go around that. The tire is on this side, and the shock is on this side. And there's plenty of space in between the tire and the shock. I wanted to have it so there's not much pipe showing. So basically you're going to see this length right here, and it's going to start to cut in. You're not going to see from here to here, and then this part right here comes out by the tail light. The marker light's going to be over here, and then it goes into the expansion chamber. No, not the muffler silencer. So I did that, and then right about here, up about here, is the bolt for the factory muffler. So I cut this bracket right here to mimic the frame angle. So that's going to be welded onto the pipe right there for the support, and that is going to bolt up to the factory hole. And then on the muffler, this muffler on the Suzuki was on the other side of the bike. So I had to grind off had to cut off the welded bracket, and we're going to weld another bracket, which we haven't figured that out yet. That's going to be the final thing, but it'll be on the back side going up to the light. You know, it'll be like a V. One going up straight, one coming from the side cutting into it. And then that right there will be what holds up the muffler. So the weather's really crappy today. It's like 20-something. It's like 24 degrees outside. It's really cold. So we're not going to be doing any welding today. And my brother, we just welcomed the new baby to the family. So it may or may not get done this weekend, but that's okay. It will be done within a week, maybe even by next weekend. So I wanted to give you guys a little video on the the fabrication of what I did, and each one of these joints has a collar in it. This is basically all you do is take a piece of pipe. I grind up in the middle because that's where it's going to be welded. It's nice and clear inside there, nice smooth, and then that fits in the end. Some of these fins are going to go in a little tighter than others, and you bring it right into where it's chrome, right there where I cleaned it, and then that's going to be welded there when it's all together. And same with this one here. This will be pushed a little closer together. It's a little further out right now, but it'll be closer together, as close as you can get them. It'll be a nice, tight, solid weld, and it's going to have, it's going to be welded at the expansion pipe here, here, and here. So there's really 4 welds, a bracket, and then the bracket for the silencer on the end. So this is a pretty cool exhaust system, and I'm really honored to be able to do this for you and give you guys a little insight of how I did it. The only thing that was really bought on this thing that was, anything, was the DS, a Suzuki DS80 or DS100 muffler, and make sure you get it with the slip-on. I used the pipe, and I cut it up because it was totally different. I'm making a video right now, buddy. I cut up the pipe to make the collars to go inside there, and then this is just old exhaust pipe. My expansion pipe that's on my thing is actually for a 50cc scooter, cut up, opened up, and I showed you guys that in one of my other videos there. So this is going to be for the Ke102 build, and I have a lot of cool things coming up with that Ke102 build. I haven't ordered the parts carb yet, but I'm going to order a parts carb for an AC100. I'm going to do a comparison video, and then I'm going to show you how using some of those parts on your factory Ke100 parts on the carb. Combine the 2 carbs together, you'll have 1 carb, but using some of the parts from the other carb, it's going to actually give you more power, performance, and I have a really special treat for you guys, which I cannot reveal at this moment, and it's going to blow your mind. Think power, torque, and 2-stroke fun. Alright, and this is for the Ke102. This is for the Ke102, but the carb modification I'm going to show you guys is very cheap. It is very simple, and you can do it with your carburetor that you have on your bike now, and that video will be coming up soon, and you're going to be blown away by this thing. Alright, and I'm going to give you the first word in it is a hint until I do it. Power. Okay, there's the key word right there. It's power. We're going to do a modification to that carburetor. The first word in it is power, and there's a second word to it, and you're going to love this, guys. It works. It's a lot of fun, and it's going to blow your mind. So anyway, those carburetor modifications on another video of carburetor talk will be coming up, and we'll be going over the fundamentals of jetting, and what jet operates what part of the idle, what part operates half throttle and on, and so forth. So we're going to be going on that, and we're going to be talking a little bit more about lean conditions and everything else with those carburetors. Now, as you know, this is a completely custom modification. There is nothing bought factory for this Ke102 build. After I get this thing all built, it's all going to be sandblasted and painted and cleaned up, and a lot of work is going to go into the detailing on this thing. We got to make a guard for it. This is still a lot of fabrication work to be done on this exhaust. So we're going to get the we already got the expansion part made. Then we're going to do the tip to the pipe to the muffler, and then we're going to be doing the brackets, making sure they're all bracketed up there. We're going to weld on the nuts for the guard, and then we still have to sandblast it and build a guard for it, and then it'll be completely done. And this exhaust system, where it is so custom, it's nothing's factory on it, it's going to have to be jetted. So we're going to get into that whole thing and how I select my jets, and what I'm doing and how to do it. And there's a lot of trial and error. There's a lot of back and forth. It's tedious, but once you understand what it needs to be done, you'll be able to do it on your own bike and be all good. So remember, this is the muffler right here from the DS80 or the DS100 Suzuki. Make sure you get it with the rubber collar and the tip. This already has a bun in it, so I basically got a whole exhaust system and chopped it. These are pipes from different things, and as long as you match up the same pipe, okay, they don't have to be from the same exhaust system. These are, like I said, there's a couple of different exhausts. These two pipes are here from one exhaust, this is from another, and then I used the pipe that goes to this, cut that off, and I cut a couple of sleeves. The reason for that is it's going to give it strength. I don't want this pipe to flex and bend and everything else. That muffler's pretty heavy, okay, and if that bracket was to let go, this pipe is going to have to hold the brunt of that. So I have the bracket back here that's going on the up to the frame, and this is going to go basically this right here, that pipe that comes down right here, this is going to mimic that pipe. Okay, so I try to keep things, I do a simple drop going straight down, but then it's going to look awful and I'm going to have to twist it. And it's easier to cut the angle, weld it up to where it needs to go, and have it mimic the frame. And it looks prettier when you clean it up, you know. So once that's on, it'll be at an angle. And then the expansion pipe already has one bracket into its factory location. This is going to go into the factory exhaust location. The downside to this is when I go to pull this muffler off, the only thing I'm going to have to do is take that shock off. Okay, so when I go to build this, I'm going to have to take the shock off. So if that's my only gripe, sold, let's do it. You know what I mean? So I'm actually going to be taking the shock off when we do the build, and I'm going to put a dummy shock in there. That way I have a little bit more room to do any tack welding and any of that type of stuff. And once again, my brother Clay is going to be doing the welding. He's a professional welder, so I'm going to let him do it, and I will do all the labor work of cleaning it up and setting it, sorting it, and get her done. So that's my little short video. I just wanted to do a close-up and a touch-up and let you guys know I have not forgotten about the Ke102 build. Just got a lot going on this time of year. So once again, thank you to all our veterans, and we really appreciate what you guys do on those lines for us and keeping our families safe. And it's really nice to have a president that backs you guys, finally. So thank you guys. God bless. And we'll be chit-chatting soon. Thank you. Please subscribe.